As the stars still shimmered over the royal city, and King Shahryar lay beside his new bride, Scheherazada's voice floated softly through the chamber.
Listen, my king, and I shall tell you the tale of a merchant, an apple, and a dreadful Jinni. Long ago, in a city not unlike this one, there lived a wealthy merchant. He was a man of careful habits and kind manner who traveled often across distant lands to trade silk and spices, glass and gems. His wealth was vast, yet he lived modestly, for his heart was not greedy. When he grew weary of the bustle of the market and the counting of coins, he would ride out into the countryside alone, carrying only some dried fruit, water, and a prayer point one such day beneath the sun of early summer. The merchant found himself far from the city. He rested beside a stream that whispered over smooth stones, where the shade of an old tree spread its arms to him. From his saddlebag, he took a date and an apple, the last of his provisions. After finishing them, he tossed the pits onto the earth and leaned back, letting the breeze lull him toward sleep. But before his eyes closed, a figure appeared before him, a monstrous figure. A towering Jinni, with eyes that blazed like coals and a face twisted in fury. In his hand was a sword that shimmered with menace. Stand, human. The Jinni roared. For by the blood I have sworn, I shall slay you here and now as you have slain my son. The merchant blinked in terror. What son? I have slain no one. Do not lie, snarled the Jinni. When you threw your fruit pit, it struck my boy in the chest as he passed through the air in invisible form. He fell to the earth and died. Now you must pay with your life. The merchant fell to his knees. His hands trembled, but he did not flee. He spoke honestly and with sorrow. O mighty Jinni, I did not know. I am no warrior nor murderer. But if my hand has brought death to your child, though unknowingly, I cannot plead innocence. Only mercy. The Jinni raised his sword. Mercy is for the weak. You have 1 year to set your affairs in order. Then you will return here, and I shall take your life. The merchant agreed, for what choice did he have? The Jinni vanished like a shadow swallowed by light. He returned home with a heavy heart. He divided his wealth among his children, gave thanks to his wife, and made peace with his friends and rivals alike. For a year he lived with grace, and when the day arrived, he returned to the same stream beneath the same tree, ready to die. But as he sat waiting for the Jinni, 3 elderly men appeared, each stranger than the last. The first came leaning on a staff of ebony, with a gazelle following behind him. The second arrived with 2 black dogs trotting at his heels. The third, who came last, carried a basket and wore robes stitched with golden thread. They each asked the merchant what he was doing in so lonely a place, his face so grave. And when he told them his story, they were astonished. The first old man said, "If I tell the Jinni the tale of myself and this gazelle, and he finds it more wondrous than what brought you here, will you be spared?" "Perhaps," said the merchant, "but I dare not hope." Just then, the Jinni returned, sword in hand, his eyes already narrowed in hatred. The first old man stepped forward. "O Jinni," he said, "grant me this. If I tell you a tale so strange and marvelous that you cannot help but be amazed, will you forgive this man 1/3 of his crime?" The Jinni sneered. "Speak, old man, but know that your tale must dazzle me beyond measure." And so the first old man began his story.
When Scheherazade heard the rooster crow, she decided to stop telling stories.
"O king, morning has come and drowsiness is overcoming my eyes. Shall we get some rest and continue the next night?"
Shahryar smiled and realized that Scheherazade would not tell any more. Of course, he had a new date the next night to continue enjoying the stories of his beautiful wife, Scheherazade.